Hello and welcome everybody to 2025 Hackaday Europe.
Woo!
Stoked to be here. I hope you all had a nice night. How many of you joined us last night at the bar?
Woo!
Yeah, it looked like that.
Shout out to Crowd Supply for helping us host that awesome welcome party.
Every time we're like, we expect about half the people to show up, and then it's like everybody. So it was super. It was a really fun time. Thanks very much. I would like to start off with a brief orientation, just get you settled in, let you know how it's all going to go. Can I get the slides up? I mean, not that they're that super.
This is what we're here for, you know, the test run beginning. Can't put our speakers through this.
Get the wrinkles out before. This isn't getting live streamed, right?
No, I don't think so. No worries. While we wait, maybe I'll do my badge shout out now.
Yeah, do you want to? Go for it.
Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want to introduce SEOs before we do that?
Oh, it fits so nice in with the badge
Okay,
topics.
I'll wait.
All right. No worries. Yeah.
When in doubt, unplug and plug it back.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Have you
Awesome.
tried turning it off and on again? All right, so yeah, welcome to Hackaday Europe. Stoked to see you all here. Quick introduction to what's going on. Basically, this is pretty streamlined. Everything is going to be a full day of talks today. Here's the one stage. You don't have to know much more than that. So that's very easy. There will also be workshops in parallel, and they are, where are the workshops?
The workshops are on the 3rd floor. You can follow, we made some really nice signs this year based on last year. There's arrows all the way up the stairs. You will need to check in for the workshop at the bottom of the stairs. One of either myself or my team members will be there with an iPad, check you in with your workshop ticket, and then you'll head up to the 3rd floor. We are sold out of workshop tickets. We already have wait lists also, stacked wait lists for each one. So unfortunately, if you don't have a ticket, you're very unlikely to get in to a workshop today.
But you will get music, food, drinks, and badge hacking, and that's guaranteed. So, and tomorrow morning is going to be Lightning Talks brunch. It's a half day. We'll come in, get some bagels, and then have little 7-minute slots for everyone to talk about their personal projects. Lightning Talks are super.
Do we have a link for Lightning Talks?
Link would be nice.
It's on hackaday.com for sure.
And it's hackaday.com/lightning.
Yes, and it's on the Eventbrite page, so you know where that is because that's where you got your ticket.
And I think I have a slide coming up where it's actually written on. But now you know for sure.
Sorry, I was ahead.
No, it's all good. Important things, sustenance, you are provided for. Hopefully you've gotten some breakfast already. There's going to be lunch at 12:30 and dinner at 6:40.
Everybody got 2 tickets. We have 2 awesome caterers. They will be stationed outside for lunch and dinner. You use 1 ticket for lunch, 1 for dinner, and the idea is you just can't do both lunch and dinner at the same catering booth. So you do have to do 1 with one with the other. That's the color difference. I don't know exactly. They'll tell you which color they accept. So 1 booth will be green, 1 booth will be red, just to make sure that we get an even number for both of our awesome catering teams. But then you can also level out the lines. If you get out there and one has a long line, you can still use the other. If that makes sense. If you have any questions, you can ask us at any point.
We've got a DJ Rich Hogben.
Woo! The one and only.
The one and only, Supply Frame's own DJ Rich Hogben. Web developer by day, DJ by night. At 9:30, he's actually got a set with visuals this time, courtesy of Alec. Badge hacking demo after that at 22 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So that'll give you a chance to come up here, show off what you've been able to do today if you got down to it, and we'll see how that all goes.
Rich will actually be after badge hacking for the rest of the night. Sorry about that. It is correct on the website, I promise.
Dag it.
Got to keep you on your toes.
Thank you. Workshops we've already talked about a little bit. There is Tiny Tape Out with Matt Venn and
Woo! Somewhere over there.
and crew. And there's Satisfying Senseless Sonic Add-ons with Mitch Altman from 17.
Woo-hoo.
So 5 o'clock. Woo-hoo. And like she said, they'll be upstairs. You follow
Check in at the base of the stairs.
Check in at the base of the stairs. If you've got
Try
tickets
to head
already.
To the base of the stairs. Sorry to interrupt.
Go.
Try to head to the base of the stairs, 10 minutes before the workshop starts so that we can just get everyone checked in and starting promptly at the beginning of the workshop.
And if you've got tickets, you're going, and if you don't, you don't.
Yes.
Lightning talks tomorrow. Sign up.
There we go.
Yeah, I told you.
Sorry. Gotta wait.
It's all good. I wasn't, you had me unsecure though. Lightning talks sign-ups are up at hackaday.com/lightning. Get yours in today. Other things you need to know about, if you haven't already logged in, there is a Wi-Fi, and we're using Motion Lab's Wi-Fi, so Motion Lab guest is the access point, and the password is motionlab.guest. We've also got signs scattered around that say this, but it's not super hard to remember. I want to talk a little bit about the badge, and this is where it gets fun. So the badge this year, this is the same badge we ran at SuperCon in America. The badge focuses on the simple add-on, and this is a part of kind of badge culture for the past 10 years now? I don't know. And the idea originally was a 4-pin header. It was just a couple GPIOs and power and ground, and then at some point it got added onto to get the 6-pin standard that you see in front of you by throwing some I2C lines on there. And we never saw anyone use the I2C lines on their simple add-ons. And we're like, this cannot stand. We will change this. And the cool thing about I2C is it's a bus, right? So you can connect a whole bunch of them. And so we're like, actually, this was Magenta's idea. Was like, hey, let's just make a badge that you can plug a whole ton of simple add-ons into.
I was continually impressed with all of the amazing work people were bringing to the conferences, so it was super exciting to bring this to fruition and see even more incredible stuff that you guys are coming up with now that we told you it's about add-ons.
Very eloquent. And so basically, we have some resources for you, including the files and the code and everything, basically, over on our GitHub, for which this is a redirect link, hackaday.com/badge. So if you want to get started with that, you can head on over there. The badge itself is kind of just a hub for all of the SAOs, and it runs MicroPython internally, which is super simple and really nice because, you plug a USB into it, you plug it into your computer, you've got a serial terminal on it. If you want to use a more complicated ID like Tawny or VS Code has a plugin, by all means, that's awesome too. So it's really super interactive. I don't know, using the REPL, using the online command line is really nice on the badge. You'll have fun with it. A question we often get is, where's the code for this? And the answer, of course, is that GitHub link up above. But the other answer is it's on the badge. The badge has a file system on it. These are just files running on the badge. You can copy them, edit them, etc. Have fun. It's really simple to start playing with. And the idea is to fool you into getting into some I2C. And so here's my 10-minute introduction to I2C. I promise.
We don't have 10 minutes.
Do we have 5 minutes?
Go ahead.
A 3-minute introduction to I2C. I2C is a simple bus. That is, you connect a whole bunch of things together with the same set of wires. Each device has an address. I2C devices tend to pretend that they are EEPROMs. That is, whatever they do is memory mapped. You can read from and write to each of them. They think they're memory devices. So you write to a certain memory address and something happens. The thing reads the light level in the room and it writes that to that memory address. You can read it. The touch wheel and LED pedals that we sent out with you are super introductions to this, and you can start playing around with those. You should look at them. If you want a simple introduction to those, have a look at the boot.py and main.py files that are on your very badge, and that'll get you started with that. Where you take it from there is up to you. We've got some badge stories, though.
Always badge stories. How many people were at SuperCon last November? Can we get a raise of hands? Okay, anybody live stream SuperCon at the end? Okay, well maybe you know, maybe not, if you read, of course, online, that we had a contest for the best SAOs, and the prize for the top 4, I believe, was that we were going to reproduce enough for everyone to get them in their swag bags at this event. We did miraculously do that. We need a big round of applause for that because it took a village, let me tell you, this village. So I just want to do a little bit of a moment of shout outs because if you asked any one of our team members at different times of yesterday if everyone was going to end up with every single of these winners' SAOs in their bags, so you would have gotten a lot of different faces of concern. As things go, hardware, is hard to manufacture in a timely manner. We're very excited that we pulled it off and got them all to you all, and you'll be able to share the work and work on them together. We have a few of the creators and winners here, so please try to connect with them. I'm sure they would love to talk to you about their creations. But we need to do some shout outs. If anybody worked on the digital multimeter SAO yesterday, maybe you can stand up or raise your hand if you want to reveal yourself. But there were like 8 core awesome, yes. We'll do a round of applause.
Short version on that. Flat flex connector soldered the wrong way round by the manufacturer. We get them all yesterday and have to rework all of them.
Only this group
Only
could
300.
pull it off. And maybe at like 10 a.m., we were already like, what's the contingency? We're gonna have to ship people these things after the fact. There's no way they're getting them by tomorrow. At 10 a.m., Thomas Flummer, where are you? Are you here? Raise your hand. Maybe? No? Well, shout out to Thomas Flummer, the creator. He was like, well, I fixed one, so now we have to try. You know what I mean? It's like, it might have almost been better if he couldn't fix it right, and then we wouldn't attempt to squeeze it in all in a day, but we did it. We had an army of volunteers. It was really incredible. The one thing I think that Thomas would appreciate now that you did get the badge in your bag is if you could all take a Sharpie and just color the front black, because unfortunately we ended up with green PCBs in the end for that, and they're supposed to be black, and I think he was a little bit disappointed about that. But we also have the Bendy, we have the HSAO, and there's one more, I'm forgetting.
Vectrex.
Vectrex, yes, in your bag. So please have so much fun with those, connect with people around them. The Bendy also, Deborah was finishing firmware yesterday in the US, so shout out Geek Mom Projects. We're really proud of the team that pulled these off, so thank you so much to everyone, and I hope you have fun with them. One more round of applause for the team.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Last but not least, some other further details. Code of conduct. Basically, we want everyone here to be good to each other. We're all here for the same thing, and that is to celebrate making cool stuff and hacking on projects. It's best when you do that with other people, so be nice to your other people. Our official code of conduct is over on hackaday.com/conduct. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact any of us running the event. We will take care of it. And if you want to do it anonymously, we will be using the SuperCon at Hackaday, SuperConference, at hackaday.com email address.
And of course, huge shout out to our sponsors. We have a few new sponsors this year. We're so appreciative of their support. The first 100 attendees today got a special board from Seed, one of our sponsors, when they walked in. We also have Crowd Supply, of course, did the party yesterday. We really appreciate that. Ella Crow helped produce some of our SAOs. And Eisler and Worth have a table as well as Seed up in the loft there where we have the soldering irons and things for hacking. Please take a visit, a look at their booths. They have lots of components to share with folks, and they can answer any questions you may have about what they're doing. And I think that's everything on that.
And with that, let's take a short break, relax for a minute, and we'll get back shortly for our first talk.
One last, slightly less glamorous announcement or reminder. There are bathrooms on every floor. So there's bathrooms here right through those, the opening there, but there's also a few stalls on the second floor and the third floor. So you can go up and down and find the bathroom if these are full. All right.
All right, everybody, let's go. Have fun.
Wait. We're going to do a selfie. If everyone can wave, and we'll say Hackaday on 3. Does that sound good?
God.
Okay. You got to get in this too.
I have to get, okay, good.
And you're going to do it there.
Selfie.
I'm going to do the real selfie. He's going to do the fancy selfie. Okay.
Good gravy.
1, 2, 3.
Hackaday!
Woo! All right. We hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you around.
Thanks, y'all. See you soon.